Everybody makes it sound like you just plug a Tesla into the wall and you're done. That's basically what I thought too, until I got 4 quotes to put a charger in my garage, and they came back from $1,000 to over $2,000 to mount a box about 10 feet from the breaker. I'm not a car guy. This is my first EV, and this is everything I actually learned setting up a home charging situation in Montana, including the one part I'm still not totally sure I got right. I've never been a car guy. I drove a Ford Transit van, a 12 mile per gallon land yacht, for 3 years, and this Tesla is replacing that as my daily driver. And here's the thing about how I actually drive. It's like 90% around town, to work, to trailheads, to places out, going around. I'm not road tripping every weekend. So for me, home charging isn't a part of the charging story. It's basically the entire charging story, which is exactly why I wanted to get it right and why I went so far down this rabbit hole. My honest starting point was, can I just plug this thing into the wall, like an outlet, like a big phone? And technically, I guess yes, you can. A regular household outlet is 120 volts, and it'll add maybe a few miles of range per hour of charging, which for how much I drive is basically, useless. You never catch up. The real answer is a 240 volt setup. Same kind of circuit as an electric like dryer, washer, and that's where it gets more involved than just plug it in and play. So there are really 2 paths. Path 1 is a 240 volt outlet with a NEMA 1450, and you just plug the car's mobile connector into it. Cheaper, flexible, works with a lot of stuff besides Tesla. Path 2 is a hardwired wall charger. For Model Y, the Tesla I'm getting, you can add somewhere around 40 plus miles of range per hour of charging, versus roughly like 3 to 4 miles an hour of just plugging in an outlet. So here's what I went with and why. The Tesla universal wall connector charger. And I want to be clear about my reasoning because it's not faster is better. 2 things. 1, it's Tesla's own unit made for the car, so I wasn't rolling the dice on some off-brand thing not playing nice. 2, the universal part is key. It's got adapter built into it for non-Tesla EVs too. So if we ever add a different brand of EV down the road, or friends or family roll up and need a charge, it works, it's fine. My take, speed wasn't the biggest issue for us. Again, we won't be needing a huge reset every evening after daily use. And with the brand baggage we're dealing with, I can only expect that when it comes to purchasing another vehicle, my wife will be lobbying for a different brand. So I wanted to make sure we were set up with this install down the road, then we didn't need yet another charger. And honestly, for how I drive, the speed barely matters. The car sits in my garage all night. Whether it fills up in 4 hours or 8 really doesn't matter. I'm sleeping while it doesn't anyway. So I did not want to pay extra chasing charging speed. I paid for flexibility and not really having to think about it or work for it too hard. Now the part that actually surprised me, what the install cost. I got 4 quotes. One of them was a Tesla certified installer. And remember, this is not a crazy big job. It's mounting the unit 10 feet away from the breaker. Same basic job, every quote. The range was from $1,000 to $2,200. More than double for the same kind of job. The lesson I'd tattoo on the new buyer's forehead, get more than 1 quote. If I'd just taken the first number, I'd have overpaid by $400 to $500. A couple things I didn't see coming. First, I went looking for rebates because you hear about all these utilities giving money back for installing EV chargers and this and that and the other thing. But our energy company here, nothing for EV. And while we're at it, I'd also look at solar too before. And there's basically nothing in Montana on the rebate side for either of those. It's kind of a bummer, and it's worth knowing going in so you're not counting on money that isn't there. Second, depending on your house, there's permits, and that's whether your electrical panel has even the room for adding this into your circuit. The federal home EV charger credit, which is section 30C, it was roughly 30% credit up to $1,000 for residential installs. But the last date I saw was June 30th, 2026, so we're past that. Here's what I generally don't know yet. My garage is insulated on 3 sides, but there's no heater. So it's not warm, and it's just less brutally cold than outside. And I've heard enough to be a little nervous about how charging and efficiency behave when it's truly cold here. It's going to get enough range, but how much difference is there really with charging? I mean, how does this thing handle in the snow even? And then I'll report back, for once I get some actual real cold weather, which for us is usually around later October, early November. And really, that's a whole video on its own. So okay, some real talk here. The adapters and plugs still kind of scramble my brain. There's the connector that comes with the car, there's the stuff for public charging, there's a J1772 kind of thing and a CCS thing, and honestly, I don't know I don't want to be that guy that shows up somewhere without the right piece. But I also don't just want to buy every adapter on the shelf in the internet and just never touch it. So honestly, as of right now, I pre-bought all of them. They aren't overly expensive, and I figured I'd see which ones I need, see which ones I'm using, see which ones work, and then resell or return the unnecessary ones. You know, and if you're new to this like I am, that alone is worth the price of admission. I'll put a simple cheat sheet here, and if you know, you want to figure out which the right one, what to do, make sure you're ready for it. Make sure you download that, check it off, go through the steps like I did so you don't have to relearn everything in the same case I had. Knowing what I know now, I still think I'm confident in my decision to move forward with the universal wall charger, but I probably paid more so for peace of mind than anything. The real test of all this is winter, and that's coming. I'm even poking at whether solar makes sense here, but that's a down the road thing. Either way, I'll report back when it actually gets cold. If this saved you a little confusion, subscribe. I'm figuring this whole EV thing out in public, mistakes and all, and I'm genuinely curious, what did your home charging install actually cost? Drop it in the comments. You know, I want to know if my quotes were normal, overpriced, or what I'm really getting into here in this, you know, Montana lifestyle tax kind of situation.